Howdy ho!
Howdy ho!
I thought that might set you off. How's it going out there in the interwebs world? We got a little bit of, dare I say it, resin.
Carbide.
And yeah, with the carbide over there too, yeah. I filled in a bit of a large crap. Oh, Sarge said he'll be in a few minutes. All right, I'm being called. Amber's here.
Oh,
Hi, Amber.
hi. Who am I talking to?
Blair.
Blair. Hi, Blair.
How's it going?
Yeah, good. And yourself?
Doing good, thanks.
That's good.
She tries to sneak out and anonymously sit out there so no one can hear her. So that's why I said, Amber's here. I've just been handed a coffee.
Oh, what a nice wife.
It could have been 5 minutes earlier, and I maybe would have had it before I started my life.
Always complaining. She's always complaining.
She's always complaining, I know. Oops.
That's a really pretty blue.
Oh no, don't stop talking about Sarge. He's in the chat.
Says he'll be back in a minute.
Yeah. No, he sent me a messenger message saying that, but sometimes I don't see it. Sarge.
Hi, Sarge.
She sees Engine Monkey and she's like, "Who's that?"
Right.
So I've got my oh no, I wrecked mine.
Light some bricks on fire, are you?
Yeah. Look at this cup.
I like it.
Great handle. Great handle.
Dark matter. I would like that too.
Yeah. How you going?
Hey, Robo.
Yeah,
Fine.
been like a flat out like a lizard drinking. I have.
Why? Doing what?
Did you get your GPS working?
No, I didn't have time to start this. To be honest, if I'd kept going, I wouldn't have wanted to do a live.
Sarge says, hello, Robo.
How are you, Blair?
Good. Sarge says
Sarge.
hello.
Sarge is in the chat, Robbo.
Oh, yeah. G'day, Sarge. How are you?
He'll be in a second. I think he's just waiting for the computer or something.
Yeah.
How you going, Chris?
Oh,
Hey,
g'day, Chris.
So I will sort it out, the GPS unit, but at the moment it's not recognising my address. It takes me back to an Amsterdam Crescent in Sydney every time.
Oh, yeah.
And if I didn't just buy the unit, I would throw it across the room.
No.
So I go to my address, which is actually Hagen Street that I live on, but it's not a registered street, post office or anything like that. So it's just Amsterdam.
Yeah, well, my GPS picks up Amsterdam Crescent.
Yeah, mine does too. Mine even picks up Hagen Street, directly what I live on. But as soon as I go to type it into the unit, it takes me straight back to Sydney.
Right, okay. Now, what you got to be careful of with those is that they're very suburb specific. Are you putting in Salisbury Downs?
It won't let me. There's a Salisbury in New South Wales as well, and
No,
it won't let me put in the D. It just blanks out the whole keyboard.
Ah. I've never had that trouble with them. But, like, around here we've got Cranbourne North, Cranbourne South, Cranbourne East, Cranbourne West, and just plain Cranbourne. And if you don't put the exact suburb in, it just will not find it at all.
Yeah, no, I know where you're coming from, but it won't let me put the Downs part in.
Okay.
And then I zoom out on the map. I go to Adelaide, zoom down to Salisbury, and then I just select Salisbury as just an area, and it still won't select it. It still goes back to Sydney.
Oh.
I don't know what the friggin' hell's going on. I don't plan on going to Sydney, so...
No, well, you might miss our place by a fair bit if you do.
Yeah. Sure.
And Sarge has said, Ida said to my Facebook page, said that I've been in Salisbury, South Australia, and Adelaide, South Australia. So you're a lucky boy, Sarge.
That's because he was trolling mining your pages, looking for our areas, you know.
And Chris said that he's going to come and visit you now.
Yeah, that's cool. No worries. I'll make sure I'm not home.
Now that's not very neighbourly. At least with me you get 15 minutes.
Yeah, someone's got an echo going on. Hearing myself once is enough. Alright. I suppose I can turn something. Oh no, he's back. Shit.
So Sarge says he got transported there and back. Well, I'm just about to talk to Jay about something like that. Bailey said I would visit you, Robbo, just to show me how to use the skew.
What are you about to talk to me about? Huh?
I'll tell you later.
Yeah, Sarge, I'm waiting for the day for the teleport. That'd be cool.
Yeah, teleporting would be really cool. What I would like is a time machine to go back to see what this looked like 50 years ago, 100 years ago, 200 years ago. Just for the hell of it.
So what we're saying about a scare?
Well, do you want to rest tomorrow?
A rest?
Yeah, off doing a live.
Sure.
Because what I was thinking of doing is a bowl turning lesson and a skew chisel lesson. Oh, wait on, I have my wife here. I'll be back in a minute.
Careful.
Oh, at least he tells everyone now. He doesn't just smile and leave.
Now that both of them are muted, they don't know what I'm saying. Dance, 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 Jay.
That's all you're getting. Sorry, if you didn't see that, then you'll have to rewind. How you going, Bob? Bob, sorry.
Got to rewind, eh? Where do I put the crank?
You have to ask Robbo.
What's the matter?
Nothing, you have to rewind. Yeah, you have to rewind to see that, sorry. So anyway, bowl and skew lesson.
Yeah.
Well, is that it?
It's up to you.
Who's getting it? Me?
No, I'll do it.
Oh, okay,
But
yeah, right.
I'll
Yeah.
use your StreamYard.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
Oh, I thought I was in trouble then. Oh, fuck, what am I doing wrong? Give us a yoy when someone comes in. I'll put it on the full screen.
Yeah, no worries. What are you attacking it with that for? Why not use your spindle roughing gouge?
Don't question what I just said. Isn't that something you could have said to me before all that time I had the lathe turned off?
Yeah, and what's that rattle?
The handle.
Oh, okay.
Worry about it.
No, I'm not going to whip his butt at all.
Who's that?
Sarge.
Oh.
Jay, he's going to whip your butt. And I said, no, not going to whip it at all.
When I thought I said I'd done something wrong before. I was just going to take this off, this bit here,
Yeah.
and just try and shape it down, make it narrow it down a bit. Since someone told me the shape was all wrong last night.
Well, just sort of, yeah.
Mongrel.
I know.
Won't that just be too much?
Right, that's better.
Oh. No, I like left better.
No, you need Bob's t-shirt on to be left. How are you, Bob? Sorry, I didn't say good day to you before.
He's muted.
Oh, pretty good. There, I got it. Yeah, it's been a pretty good day, but it's been busy online for me. It's the fourth online program today.
I've just been busy at work. Sarge, this is for you.
Oh.
Yeah, I had just finished Veterans of Foreign War post meeting, and it was Zoom. And then turning 360, it was a 3-hour program earlier.
Where's the squeaking coming from?
I think it's Bob.
Yeah, Bob. Right.
Yeah, I have no idea at all.
Yeah, you're getting feedback from somewhere, Bob. I was just about to suggest that, Jay, that you sharpen that.
That should be better.
Yeah, that's much better.
Yeah, much.
You're getting grooves down that, Jay.
It's bouncing. So I'm putting the tailstock back in and try and give it a little bit of support.
All right, I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Okie dokie.
Well, Blair, what have you been up to today besides no good?
Just work. Just fixing this, fixing that. Got to do some drywall today. Replace some fixtures. Yeah, nothing real exciting.
Yeah, we got two teenagers here, one 14, one 17. 14-year-old, for his birthday, he had a whole room to himself, and he picked the color paint and everything for the design of it. He did it, worked on it for about 4 months, and he learned a lot of things because I wasn't about to do it. I show him once and walk away. Uh, Someone got into a fight. We don't know which kid when they shared the room, but one ended up bouncing against the door and putting a doorknob on the other side through the sheetrock.
Oh dear.
And yeah, and then another time someone got mad and put their fist through it. But of course, no one saw it, and it was the other person.
Yeah.
You know, teenagers. Uh, Also, they had big bunk beds, and somehow they got rocking, and one of the posts of the bunk bed, because they had it up on two legs, also went through.
Oh jeez.
And no one had bothered fixing them because it was, well, we are going to take everything out and repaint the room, and it'll be your room, but you have to fix it up. So I had everything to do the patchwork, including a big one that was in the closet that had been there since, oh heavens, 10 years ago, where someone, before we moved and got the house, actually tried to put a heating duct in, and was about 2 foot away from where the duct was. He had to tie to, and that hadn't been fixed, but it was always hidden behind shoes in the closet.
Hmm.
And it's, Uncle Bob, how do we fix this? Who do we call? And I simply brought the patch kit up, and the big sticky web backings you can put over holes instead
Mm-hmm.
of putting sheetrock in again. I had two big sheets, and he said, but I got three holes. And I handed him, said, hey, there's been a new invention, pair of scissors. And he says, I don't know how to do it. And I get Handyman the magazine complimentary with a couple of the subscriptions. And I already knew what he was going to say, so I had it there, paper clipped. There it is. Do you know how to read? And big sanding blocks for later, and the big wide spatulas to cover, when you spackle, and everything sitting there. And it took him about 4 hours. He got them all done. And then he come and got me and asked me how he was doing. And I looked at him, and he hadn't quite sanded them yet. And I said, they're pretty good except for sanding. And oh, but I didn't want to get the dust in the air. So I need to get your shop vac out and bring it in. Can I do that? And I looked at him. Said, you don't have to ask. You put it back after you borrow it. But I was so pleased. And then, oh, teenagers, the room is dark blue, except for one wall, which is light gray.
Hmm. So it's a teen cave.
Yes. And got a computer desk, which he got for his birthday, a gaming one. I got him a big high-back gaming chair. Uh, we've always had hardwire network up there, so he just plugged his gaming computer in. And he just lives in it. But he is so pleased. He got he got an Alexa unit in his room so he can listen to music and stuff like that. He's got the colored light bulbs that change color, the LED ones for the room light, and we covered up the electric switch to turn it on and off. Right now, we just duct taped over it. People get used to it, but he has scenes laid aside, so the room's certain colors for certain games. And now he finds that he needs a little speaker he can put next to the Alexa unit, so the Alexa unit could make the lights change color and dance with the music. And I told him, no, just there's the app, read how to use it. So he's got it all geeked out electronically.
Well, it's no good sending him to his room if he's bad behaving, is he?
Oh, but that.
Have to make him stand in the kitchen and do dishes.
Yeah, him load the dishwasher. The kids, they don't know how to do that right.
You there, Jay, or have you gone inside?
That is the app I have on my phone for the network.
Yeah,
And there's
I
a
can't.
little pause up here that says pause.
Pissing me off.
And
Pissing me
everything
off.
he has, pause.
Pissing me off.
Righto, Jay. Right, what's
That
happening?
house is just fucking it up, and I'm pissed off, alright? I don't like what it's doing to the wood, but that's the tool you want me to use, so I just won't do it. I'm not doing it anymore.
Right.
Yeah.
Just wait and listen a second. Get your spindle gouge and make sure it is sharp.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Right. And try a slow, now that you've got the tailstock up against it, go up a speed.
It's on half speed now.
You go up one
Halfway
more.
up the speed.
And Sarge is backstage too. So go up another speed.
Howdy, y'all.
Good day, Sarge.
After.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. Wasn't that a theme song for a very popular 70s?
Yeah, welcome
Yeah.
back, Cotter.
Yeah, welcome back, Carter.
Hey, Dr. Bob, did you see that message I said right after you said you came off the DFW Zoom? It's on the comments chat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the post that I have my lifetime membership through is in Virginia, just outside the capital in
Right.
Manassas. And they have been really hit hard with COVID.
Uh,
Uh, they've been told that their bingo hall, they have a big one, can open at one half capacity starting on the 15th of this month. And
Right now,
that's
have you got
required.
the speed up? Have you, Jay?
Yeah.
Right. Now, make sure your tool rest and everything's positioned correctly, and take a light cut down there, just moving slowly. All right. And make sure it's locked against the tool rest with your fingers so that you don't go too deep. What you're trying to do is take off the high spots of the spiral.
Watching that wood is almost hypnotic.
Yeah, yeah, it's right on the right phase for the camera now.
yeah.
You are going to sleep. You feel really good. By the time you awaken, you will be a duck.
It almost looks like a tumbler now. You stop right there. Be about a 30-ounce tumbler. And all you have to do is hollow up the inside.
That is looking better, Jack.
Right, now do another one. Just take off the tops of the spirals. That's all you're doing. You're not getting into the parent wood at all. And to answer your question before, Sarge, geez, I know what answer I would have got if I'd asked her to make a cup of tea. She was on a mission. That's why she was out here.
I know. I was just still poking the bear.
Yeah.
Nah, but I know she would if she wasn't on a mission,
Oh,
you asked her.
yeah. If I'd asked her, she would have.
Why don't you get a teapot in your shop there where you can boil the water when you want it, a little electric one?
No, I've got a jug out here. I make my cups of tea.
I know my Canadian relatives, they all drink tea, except the younger ones. There's more coffee now because of Starbucks and being preppy. But I've got cousins of my age, and
Jay,
they've got to have fresh boiled water every time they make tea.
they have to have, look, you've got to have fresh boiled water every time you make tea. That is why I never buy tea at McDonald's or any of the takeaway restaurants, because I take it out of the thing. And there's a
Take
good
it out of the
reason
toilet.
there's a good reason that you've got to have fresh boiled water for tea, because it relies on the oxygen to activate the tea.
Yes.
Otherwise, it tastes terrible.
You know, it's funny. I don't. I think I've heard that a million times. Only the women seem to care about their tea that much. Most
Ah,
of the
bullshit.
cousins
Well,
my age, they want beer.
Bullshit.
maybe I've turned female then.
No, it's just it could be just their Ontario, Canada, and Quebec.
Jay, did you take that up a speed or drop it back a speed?
I'm over it, seriously, I'm done. I went up a speed, Robbo.
Right. It just looks like it's going slower, that's all.
Might be bogging.
Not putting it on anymore. I'm fucking sick of it. Pissing me off. It's ruining the piece of wood that I had all nice and smooth. Whatever. I'm gonna sit here.
Hey, Blair.
Yes, sir.
I seen you were on Mark's earlier today. Did you see that I was on there?
I did, yeah.
I never heard my name. You know, I understand there was quite a bunch of earworms in there. They were busy, and maybe I just didn't catch it right. But
Yeah,
I never heard
they
any of my comments either.
monkey though, and they never, called you Sarge or anything like that.
Right. Maybe that was it. Not that it matters, but I just want to make sure I was still on the live part, not on a repeat on the screen.
Yeah. Yeah, Mark was making Easter eggs today.
Yeah. First one I caught, he had upside down.
Yeah.
And you know, when he did that one, it looked like if he would have left the base, it would have looked like the egg was sitting in those cup platters or whatever they call them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Egg, in an egg cup.
Yeah, but like a pedestal style. But it did. The couple I seen, they turned out great.
Yeah, I went to the wood turning 360 one. They had Cindy Drozda that was doing a really good program. It was scheduled for 2 hours and lasted 4, as typical, because everyone wanted to chat later.
Hey, Robo.
Darky's in. Hello, Dark.
Dark Demon's here. Oh, that's right, Blair. He don't pop open the YouTube chat. He just sees whatever's on StreamYard.
Could I use sexy piece of manhood?
Well, at least he called you the Tasmanian Devil and not the Tasmanian She-Devil.
Yeah, except that he's one state out, but that other state's 200 kilometres below us. But I dare say he can't find anything for Victoria, so...
Just the mutated koala bears.
That's it. Or our bunyip.
There you go, Dark. The water's already steaming, waiting on you.
So Bailey, what are you working on? Sorry, Chris. Doing anything fun in your shop? Dark, you're always up to no good.
Yeah. Yeah, he was razzing the Jesus out of Mark too.
I reckon that if Dark didn't go in and act up, they'd wonder who the heck it was.
Yeah, right. And who was the female that was talking on the panel? There, blood.
That's Joe Senior.
Yeah. He just kept calling him DIY Dark. It was interesting.
Chris says I was on the Music from Nothing YouTube live last night.
They built a new shop.
Oh, really? That'd be cool.
I didn't get a chance to see that video. I've seen the clip for it, but I didn't get a chance to see his video on the resonator guitar.
Hey, Chris, if you find it, send me over the link, and then I'll post it in the chat room.
Jay Dark's backstage.
Yeah, Jay, you still there or not?
Jay Dark is backstage.
He might have went outside.
Jay Dark is backstage. Mute your YouTube, Sexy Dark.
And you're running something there, Dark, a phone or the other YouTube channel or something.
Working on. There we go. Mine's muted.
God, it's an invasion from outer space.
I'm working on that YTCCC challenge thing.
Oh, what's the channel? What's the challenge this month?
Water.
Water. Ah,
Now, it may just be me, but water's kind of a difficult thing to incorporate into something and actually make it exciting. You know what I mean?
yeah.
You got to be creative with it, that's for sure. That's going to be a tough one. I already got mine already started, so I wasn't too challenged by it, but
A water drop in slow motion as it hits something, the splash it makes. on high-speed cameras are really interesting.
Yeah, but I mean, this is something you have to make out of wood.
So you carve it.
But the cream of it is water. Oh yeah, I'm good. I'm gonna carve the hell out of it. I got my. I'm good. But the
Yeah,
rest
Wait,
of it,
I know what you'd
Good for
carve.
nothing.
Some animal lifting its leg and the water's coming.
that would have been a good one. But no, actually,
Oh, Bob, that's awesome.
I'm carving a spoon. You want to see it?
yes, please. Oh yeah.
That's cool.
Let's
Oh,
go
yeah.
all the way up to the
Uh-huh.
top. You got to kind of see it like I do. You got to kind of envision it in 3D. But
That looks like something if you could put the pattern on the other side of what it would look like on the side. I could probably cut it out on the scroll saw.
uh,
Maybe.
yeah, you could probably do it on a scroll saw fairly easy.
I like that, Bailey. Bailey said that he set a cane toad in clear resin, and the first layer had bubbles in it, so it looks like it is in water. I might use that.
It's an idea.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, water by itself is tough. I mean, you got to incorporate something else with it that's like
Oh,
water based. You know what I mean? Like when you
yeah.
go to the beach, you don't go there for well, you go there for the water, of course, but you don't go there because of just the water. You go there
Yeah,
because of
I
the
know.
sand
You're
and
just a dirty old man. You know it. Your water being splashed off a gorgeous girl at her bikini top is falling
you
Not
away.
know,
fair.
Dr. Bob, I haven't said anything perverted yet tonight, but you seem to be on that page. I'm beginning to wonder who the real pervert is here.
Well, I have no problems admitting I've been on a lot of nude beaches in my life.
Oh my. Can you prove it, Dr. Bob? Come on, let's see some video footage.
No, that's not.
No, would never took any pictures because that's invasion of privacy.
Yeah, I would say so.
I did a
All right.
job once when I
I'll be
was
back in a
in
couple of
my
minutes.
That would
was
be almost as bad as
26.
the ones. That would be almost as bad as the ones that I got a Bailey in the bushes the other night.
I had a job when I was 26 that I bid on, and it was to put a private telephone system in a summer camp that had 35 cabins, and they each had to get a phone and have a switchboard. They also had the mess hall and the beach and a couple of phones for emergency use and like at the tennis court. Laid out well. I had a crew of 5 people. I bid on it. I bid the equipment and why, and including paging systems, 3 zones, and I won the bid. And I got the down payment and had all the equipment come in, and I had to have it done by June 1st. And it was in northern Idaho, and it was a small resort camp. And I have equipment all delivered, had it on about 2 trucks that I had rented, and a whole crew going up, and we had to run the cable outside. The poles were already in place because they had electricity put in, so we ran the phone wire directly under it. The local bell system, well, it was about 30 miles away to the nearest city. It's in the mountains, so nobody had come out and do it. It had to be privately owned, and then they had 5 outside lines come in uh, from the local, from Bell Telephone, come into the switch, and a private one which was already there for the owner. And I get out there and we start working, and all of a sudden, and I was up there. It was always had snow on the ground when I bid it, and the only people there were the owners walking around in snowshoes with me. But I'll tell you, I was shocked to no end when I found out that after getting all the equipment paid for, signing contracts, there was not a word in any of the contracts that it was a nudist colony.
Look
Not
how
a
excited,
single hint.
look how excited Blair is.
Oh, I had a lot of people wanting to come and work then.
Why that?
They wanted to do it for free.
I don't know if I go
Problem
that
was,
far.
I had a couple of grunts that were like 18, and one brother at 17, and all of a sudden it dawned on me I had to get special permissions for him to bring his brother because they were both wrestlers and had muscles like mad in high school. So they didn't mind hauling around and dragging big cables around. You know, grunt work. Just pay them minimum wage plus something. And all their meals were catered. They had a chef on hand and catered for us, and they were doing plumbing at the same time. So all the service people were there. But the hardest thing I had to do was try to explain to the mother of the kid that wanted to come work with his brother. I talked to the father, and he said, I don't care. And I
Yeah,
said, well, I'll come back when
when you talk to
when
mom.
yeah, you take care of it. Here's the form, get it signed. Has to be notarized because you're a minor.
Right.
He showed up with his brother with the form signed. I even and had the notary seal on it, so I was kind of stuck with it.
Hey,
Problem is, I only got about half the amount of work I should have out of either one of the teens and one of the like 20, 22-year-old just out of the military uh, because they were too busy watching the girls go by. But this
I
is a
can't
family
blame
camp
them.
where
I'm
you get
sorry.
people in their they get people your age and my age wandering around. And I mean, I don't want to look.
Oh, I would be horrible help for you there. I mean,
Oh,
you
we
would want
got
to
it
fire
in,
me.
and we got it in early. It took us 2 weeks to pull all the cable and get it up and the switchboard in and wired and all the phones tested. And then on the way out, they had a bonus for everybody that they didn't tell me about, but they gave everybody a $100 bonus and a 4-year membership free.
Well, at least it wasn't a nudist colony for chubby chasers.
Yeah. I'll tell you, it was interesting because the kid went back. Well, he turned 18 while he was there, but when he went back to school for his senior year, and here he has this 2-year pass to an adult recreational community, as they called it. He was so. Can you take friends?
Yeah,
But that
yeah.
was the hardest thing I ever had to do to keep concentration.
But I tell you what, man, if I was there, it'd be like a series of Benny Hill.
Oh yes, it was. It was definitely, and the thing is, Benny Hill was popular in U.S. TV, and some of the people were just mimicking. I mean, they had the funny walks going on and entertaining each other. And it was only about, well, the final week we were there, they had maybe 15 guests that had rented cabins for the summer, and they were loading in their furniture. They'd come in and move everything in. Uh, those all had kitchens in them.
You know, you don't. I'm not saying they're not around, but you don't hear about them anymore like you used to back in like the 70s and 80s. That you still heard about them, but you know it was rare. I think it was more of a 60s, early 70s thing. You know what I mean? But
It depends where you are. I mean, I don't know of any ever in Michigan, but
in
they
Michigan, we
had them
can
in
like
Idaho in the
because it's
mountains.
cold.
Well, this is summer only. This was Idaho in the mountains. In the winter, the whole thing was used for snowmobilers. and they rented out for winter camping for snowmobilers, the cabins, and they also had ice fishing off their lake. Good ice fishing in the winter.
I think we
It
should
was just the
set up a
rainy
camp
and the
like
muddy
that.
seasons on each end.
We should set up
That's
a
when
camp
they
like
took
that
off.
in Bailey's backyard. Bailey, would you be game for that? YouTube nudist colony in Bailey's backyard.
No way.
How about you, Sarge? You game? So is that Blair's house, son.
Nope.
Blair's
I
thinking
have-
about it. Look at him. We could do that, Robos. I mean, he is down under.
What are we talking about now? Sorry.
Just say yes.
You got to rewind it.
We're talking about setting up a YouTube nudist colony at your place.
A privacy fence, right, Chris?
You know, in Australia, everything's privacy. He's probably 150,000 miles to his closest neighbor.
No, I'm about 25 feet from the nearest one. When I'm down in the house, the workshop's considerably further away. But trust me, it wouldn't be a pretty sight around here.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to see
Well,
this.
this was in the early 70s in the mountains of Idaho, near Sun
I've
Valley.
got to go again for a few minutes. I'm on phone calls and various things, so
No worries.
I probably wasn't even born yet.
See, Chris has a pool and everything. Hey,
Yeah, that'd be great.
Let's jump to Chris's.
We could put some fish in there and go fishing.
So I did get a flyer today in the mail of a wood turning camp that they were looking for instructors.
I'm not good enough to be an instructor.
They
I'm not
were.
even good enough to do tutorials yet.
It's going to be in the redwood forest. There's evidently they're putting together a big lodge. They have some big buildings out there. People can rent out from the Forest Service, and one of the people that is sponsoring it, putting the money up for it, was somebody that I made an urn for their son back in.
Yes, she will, Bailey. Yes, she will.
It's been since the first Iraq War.
I tell you what, man, just hanging out in the redwood forest would be worth it. I might even call him up and lie and tell him I'm a master pen turner. I have three carbide tools and I'm ready to go.
See, the only problem is redwood is too soft.
Yeah, and you can't cut any of the redwood down out there.
Oh, that would suck. Well, yeah, imagine there's some laying on the floor of that forest somewhere.
But it is
Oh,
beautiful,
yeah.
right? I've driven through there. It's beautiful.
Yeah, the redwoods are.
Redwoods
We
are.
had a house up in Iowa that prior to us owning it, the original owners had redwood siding on the side of it.
Redwoods are pine trees, right?
No,
Yeah, I think they are a conifer of some sort.
Yeah.
I don't like turning pine. Get your tools all stinky and get your bed blade off, lay the bed off sticky and fills your tools and it rips and it tears and
yeah, well, the big redwood that they actually, back when Henry Ford was doing his travelings with Model T, and then later they cut a tunnel through a redwood. The tree was so big they'd run a highway right through the tree itself.
I've seen that. I've seen pictures of that anyway. I ain't never been there.
You'll walk through it now because it's not wide enough, but it's still interesting. I forget. It's in Redwood National Forest. In
I
the
think I
park.
heard that one fell down finally.
Wow.
Got some big ass trees out there, boy. I tell you what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I
I've
think
hiked it.
my first introduction to the redwoods was when the Tasmanian devil man freaking ate right through one chasing Bugs Buddy, man. It was hot.
When I was young, I was a big outdoors person because I've hiked the Crest Trail in pieces, almost all of it. Uh, Backpacked. Mountain climbing was my sport of choice in the summer months, and I've even got into in the winter ice climbing and teaching it. And
You're a brave man. I tell you what, I hate the snow. Even as a kid, I hated the snow.
it never bothered me.
But the only time I was truly happy in the snow was sliding with my friends or something, you know what I mean? But I never had the urge to want to play in it too much. Sliding was fun because you could aim at people.
You could do that skiing too. It was
Man,
just
you ever
10 years ago, I sold all my ski gear and
you ever hit
climbing
somebody
gear.
with an inner tube?
Yeah.
Oh man, they fly.
We've got here in the last weeks the only park that's been open for tubing. We have one, and when there isn't enough snow, they actually have a snow machine that'll make snow, and they found that was safe if you could bring your big truck inner tubes. If not, the park rented them cheap. They
Welcome
got
back,
the
Jay.
hill.
Look out! Look, he's turning mad. Look at you can see the aggression in his cuts. Beautiful piece of wood.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is.
Is that blackwood?
Robo was
It's
trying to
not.
tell him something and he forgot he was muted.
Oh, he just got bounced.
Either that or he pulled a cave.
That resin looks, the thingo looks pretty good anyway, Jay.
I'm gonna guess it's not blackwood.
No.
I don't know. It's pretty though. The way it's spinning right now, it doesn't look like it's turning very fast, but I know it is. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's an illusion.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
He's shiny.
It's beautiful, great. Oh, look at that. Is that a fox?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Now,
You winning?
Jay, I have a suggestion, and it wouldn't be appropriate to tell you why. Set it aside so you can use deep hollowing tools to hollow it sometime next week.
I think you confused them, Dr. Bob. But that is some pretty wood, man. And that epoxy, that blue epoxy pops.
Yeah. But
Now
that's too deep for anything he's got to hollow.
Is that actual epoxy, Jay, or is that milliput?
No, epoxy. He watched him put it in before.
Nice.
Took 2 days. He put one level in and then let it set and put more in on top of it.
But there's also wood shavings in there too, so that's why it's kind of separated.
Yeah. Made it a pattern like a varicose vein.
I don't know.
It almost looks like one of them bracelets with the turquoise rocks in it.
Bob, did you do something naughty?
Who?
Bob.
Everybody's
Everyone's got a guilty conscience.
yeah, that's it.
I don't.
What do you do, Bob?
I take full blame for what I do. I'm not guilty. I did it.
Let's just say Amazon found your house for
Uh-oh.
shipping.
What house number did they find? You might be better off asking Blair or someone. Make sure you get the right house.
Hey, ain't your address 666 Down Under Road?
Oh man, don't say it on the live.
Next to the
You
train
have to
tracks.
say it on the live.
Not far from the airport. But airfield.
That's because there's road numbers and I'm in a unit off of that road. That's all.
Oh, well, you sent me your address.
So wherever you send the address is whoever's going to get it.
The actual name of the road I'm on is called Hagen Street, but it's not actually registered with any postal service or anything. So it just gets sent to Unit 10, 47 Amsterdam, you see.
Cade's in the chat. Hey, Cade.
Uh-oh. Stop talking about him now.
I refuse to. We were having a good chat about him and the nudist colony.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah.
Is that the ice fishing one?
Yeah.
No, I
That'll
thought so.
make sure freeze you.
Yeah.
I'm a nice crow, her. And you know,
Hello,
if you say that with the right tone, it almost sounds dirty.
How you going, Cade? How you going, Shay? To be honest, I don't know because I don't know if it's going to work.
Hi, Shay.
It'll work. Something will come out of it.
No, it looks
You've already passed the woodchuck firewood stage. You're up to something. So now
it
it's
could
just
be
a little by little.
It could be a fire stoker.
Yeah, but for a fire stoker, you have to have the steam engine and the tracks. And
Half a
unless
wooden
you're
leg.
going to have an old traction engine, and then you got a fire stoker.
Hey, Cade, if you want a link, there's one in the group chat.
What are you worried about with it, Jay?
My shit tools and my shit tool work.
Oh, well, you know what? We all kind of worry about that. Except Robo.
He's past that stage.
He worries about everybody else's cuts. We don't worry about it.
Oh, but he's a big help.
He is.
He is.
But
I
unfortunately,
learn a lot. I learn a lot watching him yell at Jay.
all the deep hollowing stuff is carbide today.
Oh man, I know. You can make so many deep hollowed pens.
Okay, this I got to see. If it's deep hollowed pen, well, yeah, you kind of have to drill it to put the The guts
Believe it
in
or
it.
not, when I make a pen, I got a drill bit that's probably, oh, I can't get it all in this. It's probably about that long,
A foot,
maybe a little longer.
18 inches.
It's a real long freaking thing, man, and it's only about the size. Well, it's just a little bit bigger than the tube in an ink pen.
Oh, yeah, I've got a
And
set of drill bits like that are,
you know,
what do they
I got
want?
got them from Harbor
12
Freight.
inch.
It goes from I think it goes from 3/8 to an inch, I think.
Yeah, I got a bunch of them that I forget where it was. One of the big box stores that it's a Chinese set, but I needed them for just drilling deep holes.
I got mine from the best place in the world, Harbor Freight.
Yeah, that's probably where I got mine from. It's been a long time since I got them. I got drill extensions also, 12-inch drill extensions that I can put behind them.
You know, I hear a lot of people talk shit about Harbor Freight, but in all honesty, you know, all the tools I've ever got there from there have been good ones. They're still working.
Yeah, but they're not for the, well, now they're really upgraded their tools. But they're designed for the home DIY. But
Yeah,
now
well,
they got a whole trade of semi-professional tools that are excellent. And
I
they
don't
carry
think-
like a 5-year guarantee.
I don't think too many go to Harbor, you know, the professionals, too many of them go to Harbor Freight and think, I'm going to get me something I'm going to use every day.
Well, they give you a 2-year guarantee, including the batteries on their low or middle end, and the high end is a 5-year. If it breaks, take it back, give you another one over the counter.
Hello, kid. You there?
I wish, Harbor
Hey,
Freight
how's
just
it
came
going?
out with
Yeah, I'm
Grizzly
here.
Tools. Grizzly Tools just came out with a new
We
lathe.
hear you. We can't see you.
Yeah, I'll be on in a sec.
It got this close.
I know. I don't want to get Doc excited.
Oh my!
He's already excited. He's been talking about you at the nudist colony.
I was.
No, I didn't. Oh, that was the guy in the boat with the binoculars checking me out,
Yeah, you were thinking about me. I was at Bailey's house earlier. That's what you're thinking about.
eh?
I got them fancy binoculars with the built-in digital camera. Woo. Yeah, buddy. Zoom right in.
You'd need night vision with mine.
You go stalking at night for good-looking women.
It's even better.
G'day, Cade. How are you?
And
Hey,
that's
bro.
the best time.
Pretty good. Pretty good. You?
Not too bad, except we've had a few problems today. So
No. What happened today? Did you get a snowstorm?
no, Jesus, that'd be. I would really be worried if we got a snowstorm today. I tell you. I think the Earth had moved, and not for the other reason the Dark's thinking of.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Boy, it gets dark down under.
No, we've been getting a roadworthy on this truck that I've been working on, and well, the bloke that did the roadworthy is a complete and utter idiot, but unfortunately he's got the law on his side, so we've got to comply with what he wants. And we're having a bit of an argument about it at the present time.
That's shitty. That's no fun.
Can't you go to his boss?
Well, no, not really. He is the boss, but He's been misinterpreting laws and everything else about various things, and he doesn't take the engineer's word for anything either. And we have a complicated system there if we've got to register a truck. And if you've modified it, you've got to have an engineer's certificate that approves all the modifications that you've done to it. And the engineers approved everything we've done to it, but this roadworthy bloke reckons that it needs extra things on it. The engineers now become involved and told him he's a drongo as well, so he should go and look up the laws a bit better. And I've been telling him the same thing. Things that he reckons are worn out are more solid than any vehicle I've ever seen, and it's just been a shit fight from one end to the other.
Can't the law do nothing about it? Don't they have their own inspectors that can tell them where to go?
That's actually the phone call that I was just on, was to the chief, the people that write the laws basically on vehicles. So they're having a word with him as well. I've sent about 20 or 30 photographs and videos and things off to them, and it's just been a very trying couple of days, that's all.
Oh, okay. That's shitty. That's a pain in the butt.
Anyway, that's the way it goes sometimes.
Yeah. They might be in cahoots trying to get a bigger buck.
Well, we won't go there, but that was sort of mentioned.
You need this. He needs this. I'll order the parts. We'll split the labor.
Well, don't you make a commission on all the parts you sell?
Sorry, what was that, Bob?
Don't you draw commissions on parts, plus your time and effort to install them?
Oh yeah. That's not the point. Like, we know that this is right, and the fellow that does the inspections reckons we're wrong, and
okay.
And he wants to charge us more for fixing it all up. And we told him to get stuffed because there's nothing wrong with it.
Something tells me it's just a way to get extra money somehow.
Well, that's what they were hoping for. They were hoping that the owner of the vehicle would leave it with them to have the work done by them. And when he said, no, we're taking it back to do it at home. And then when we inspected it and the engineer inspected it again, he said, there's nothing wrong with this. This bloke doesn't know what he's talking about.
Oh, no, he knew what he was talking about.
Sorry?
He knew what he was talking about. He was trying to make some money.
Exactly. What you working on?
He's making a love spoon.
Ooh.
I don't know. I fucking hate it already. There ain't no love about it.
Just wait until you get your blood and sweat on it. You already got your tears.
Look, I've already cut myself twice.
Yeah, you ain't never gonna learn.
You know what you need there, Doc? You need a carver's glove, mate.
You think?
Yeah.
A butcher's glove.
Same thing, except finer mesh.
And the thumb and finger.
If you keep going that way, you won't have any fingers left, so you won't need the glove anyway.
It ain't.
You got.
It ain't a true carving until you bled on it at least once.
Well, that's twice. What are you going to do?
Be a man, toughen up, cut yourself. How you going to get thick skin, Jay, if you don't cut yourself a couple times?
Right.
I've got them. I've got calluses. They're just in the wrong spots, you know.
Calluses on your bum don't count.
All I've got to say is I'm glad he's not working on his lap.
Told you I was a professional couch potato.
How do you know he isn't?
Well, yeah.
So how you doing?
How you doing?
How
How you
you
doing?
doing?
What are you going? You're turning into a Jewish rabbi, are you, Doc?
Try not to. If I do, I'm gonna be one sad state of one.
Oh shit. Well, what are you working with today, Jay? There was epoxy in there too?
No, I'm not
Okay.
working at anything.
Oh no.
No, nothing.
You can show them what you've got. I think it's, and everyone else thinks it's gorgeous.
I can see you looking there, Doc, over the top of your glasses.
Thank you.
I'll show you what I've got, but you won't like it. Hang on, I'll just take my top off. Hang on.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, take it off, baby. Yeah.
Bit of blue.
Sweet.
I'm
You know what the
proud of
problem
you,
is
Jay.
with us crafters?
Hmm?
You know what's wrong with us crafters, right?
What?
Yeah, we're our worst enemies.
Exactly.
And this is popping out slowly but surely. So that was all filled up with blue resin.
Oh, blue resin. Cool.
Yeah.
Is it just the wood shavings in there now?
Yeah, that they should have stayed down there because they had the resin on top of it. But
Yeah.
Is the wood still wet? It's probably moving and popping out the epoxy.
no, it's pretty dry, this stuff.
Where it's humid there?
Nope. It was just a big ass crack, and it went all the way across, pretty much to the point where it's popped out this side a little bit as well.
Oh wow.
Well, what probably happened is Jay lives in a pretty hot place, and it was probably cut green, and then it dried too fast, and it cracked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine it's like a sauna in that little shed, so it would
Yeah, right now
move
it's,
overnight. It would
you know,
definitely
that-
move overnight.
Here.
Oh, it's cool
That's
today.
not bad.
80 degrees is
80.
awesome.
That's perfect temperature.
You guys are moving
Wood
into
grain.
fall, right?
No,
Yeah,
we're moving into
yes.
autumn. I don't know. That's a silly name, man. It's called autumn.
Yeah, cold autumn.
It's fall. It's when the leaves fall. Oh wait, you guys don't have
Yeah.
leaves.
They don't fall off here.
They drop.
Yeah.
I heard
They
that
get
was
shaken
fake.
off by, they get shaken off by the drop bears.
They shake the branches and knock them down.
Yeah.
It's to give humans a chance to see them before they drop on them.
That's
Ninja
what
koala bears, is
I
that what you're saying?
Sorry, what was that, Blair?
Ninja koala bears?
Yeah, drop bears.
Drunk bear.
Koala bears.
Did you, Blair, did you end up watching all of Housos?
Sorry, say that one more time. Did I end up watching what?
Housos.
Oh,
What's
no. I haven't been back. I've had too much going on over the past or last week.
Cool. What are you drinking, Cade?
Whiskey and Coke.
Well, I think I'm gonna call it a
So,
night.
Cade, when's your next live?
My next demo? I gotta check
Oh,
it out.
thanks for coming in, Sarge.
Yeah, not a problem. I'm gonna get
Good
back
night,
to
Sarge.
the real world.
Take care,
Work
Sarge.
tomorrow.
Night. Kisses. Mwah.
Hey, Sarge. Oh, it's gone.
Yeah, he was like, I'll get down here before Robo tries to kiss me.
No. I'm gonna go.
That's great. Yeah, I think it's the 20th or the 21st, the Saturday of that weekend.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, the 20th. So that should be cool. I'm still working on the idea. Well, I have the idea and everything, but I got to do a couple sample pieces, do a finished product because I don't have any of these. They've all sold. So, but it should be cool. It'll be something along the lines of like Easter or herds or nests or some.
So, Robo, I got a question for you, man.
Yeah.
You're a fair amount of years ahead of me, like 2 or 3, right? So, but you've been doing woodworking most of your life, right?
Yeah, more than half of it anyway.
All right. So these love spoons, why do they call them love spoons, man? Because like I've only started woodworking like in 16, so I've never even heard of them until Kat said something about them the other day.
Right, they're a thing from Wales, and it's to do with a marriage. And the I,
It's a wedding
I
gift.
think it's easy enough to check on the web, but I think that what the groom used to do was carve a spoon for his wife to be. So it's a tradition. I'll look it up and I'll tell you in a minute.
Oh, I'll take your word for it. It sounds better than what I was thinking, but. Here in the States, if we want to give our woman a spoon, we just take them to bed.
That's what you do after.
Yeah, wow. Sometimes
Spooning.
during. Gotta have an open mind, Blair. Open mind. You could do both.
This
Rightio.
conversation's going downhill really fast.
This is the brief thingo. A love spoon is a wooden spoon decoratively carved that was traditionally presented as a gift of romantic intent. The spoon is normally decorated with symbols of love and was intended to reflect the skill of the carver. So, there you go.
I'm looking at some pictures on Google, and some of these are really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Too.
They're cool. They can get pretty intricate. They're pretty
Oh,
fun
very.
to do.
But they're big as hell. Some of them are huge.
Yeah, good night,
Oh,
Chris.
geez.
See you, Chris.
See you, Chris. Thanks for coming in.
Bye, Chris.
Yeah, I've carved a few. They're fun to do.
I don't
I
mind
didn't carve
carving
them
a
for
spoon,
anyone.
but
I
I don't
carved
want it
them.
to become a lifelong project.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Dark, how's your wife going?
Oh, hey, I've been waiting to talk to you about that, man. Okay, so you knew she was in the hospital, right?
Yep.
And I told you that they said that she had the what is it? Diverticulitis or some shit like that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, diverticulitis.
Diverticulitis. That sounds about right. And whatnot. And they pumped her so full of antibiotics. I swear to God, if it was paint thinner, it would have peeled the paint right off the walls. But got her all feeling better, sent her home, and she's felt better than she has in 21 years.
Oh, very good.
So
Very good.
we figured out what was wrong with her all this time while we're hoping. And she may have to go back in and have a surgery because they found pinholes in her bowel,
Right.
and they're hoping they'll heal. If they don't, then they have to go in and remove the damaged area and rehook everything up. But
Oh, that's good. I'm glad about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
It's okay, Shay. We all start somewhere.
That's right.
Mhm.
And good day, Shay. How are you?
Besides, honey, if you ever get to a point where you think you've learned it all, you get a cup of coffee and come back because you haven't.
Hmm.
No,
I just
there's
mentioned
always
that in
something
this
more.
video. I said I'm not a master carver, and I don't think I'd ever want to be because the master insinuates that you've learned everything there is to learn, and I hope I never do.
Take that.
Take that.
Cade's a
Well,
master turner.
pardon?
Is that right, Cade?
What?
You're a master turner, aren't you?
I don't know.
Oh, don't go all
I'm
shy
still
now.
learning. Maybe master of a couple of things, but I'm still learning a few too. I don't know.
The day you know it all, Shay, you should be giving it away.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's when it gets boring.
Right. I've
Yeah.
seen you
Yeah.
do. I've seen you do some work, Shay, and you do beautiful work, darling.
Oh yeah,
Indeed.
for sure. Yeah, wouldn't want to stop learning. It would get boring. You'd become stagnant and get bored, and then what would
End
you
up
do?
in end up in Bailey's bushes instead of binoculars. I don't, I love picking on Bailey because it makes him feel awkward. I know it does. I'm always trying to make someone feel awkward.
Shop smells like a cow barn again. I turned some more of that tulip poplar stuff. I had to do some huge live edge bowls.
Sorry, Kate, I missed that.
Oh, my shop smells like manure because I had to turn a few huge live edge bowls out of tulip poplar. And while it's
Oh
wet, it
yeah,
stinks like a cow barn.
yep.
Tulip stinks.
Tulip poplar does.
I've never turned it, so I never messed with it. I don't know. Maybe I
Uh,
cut some of it as a kid, maybe, but I don't remember it.
it's not that pretty. It's kind of dull
I
and
don't know
gray
anyway.
and dark. And,
Back then, I worked with my uncle as I was a kid. He'd go to work with my uncle in the woods, and he'd have me helping him cut wood down to go to the paper mill. It just got cut up in big logs, and we took the logs to the paper mill. So we weren't making nothing but money. Say a
All right,
kid.
then, I'm gonna knock it on the head. Sounds like Tammy just got home, so I will see you guys later.
All
Yep.
right.
All
Well,
right.
thanks for
No
coming in.
worries.
take care.
See you guys.
Don't
Bye,
don't
brother.
forget.
Yep.
You're leaving too quick for you, Robbo.
Yeah, they must be poised on the button to get out of here.
Damn it, Dark's here.
Yeah.
Going to that son of a. Showed up.
What else did I do?
You ever do any carbon, Robo?
No, I've never bothered actually. I hate to say it, but it's nothing. It's just something that doesn't interest me.
Yeah, well, like that for some people. I agree. I
Like,
took it up as a hobby because I was bored out of my frickin' mind, man. And then I realized that I was kind of good at it. Kind
yeah,
of.
yeah. No, I can read and flute and spiral posts and things like that, and that's about the only sort of carving I do. But it's done with a router, so
Yeah.
I've thought about, you're talking power carving,
yeah,
like with
Yeah.
a router. That
Router, rasp, file.
yeah, it's kind of like a
Like,
type of power carving, right?
yeah. Well, if it hasn't got a switch on it, I'm not much interested in it.
That's how I started out was with a power carver, and
Yeah,
it makes things a lot faster, but you really have to pay attention to what you're doing
yeah. It's a lot
because you can mess
noisier
it up
too.
fast.
If you slip, you can do some damage.
Oh, you catch your finger with one of those carbide bits, yeah, or a saber tooth.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I like carving. I've been carving for years. Carved as a kid with my grandfather, so
they are
I
dark. You mentioned the C word.
I did.
Yes, carbide.
oh, carbide.
I
What are
like some
those?
carbide.
What are carbides?
That's right. What are carbides?
Oh yeah, carbides. Yeah, I'm talking about a different type of carbide though for power.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's more like a, a router bit kind of.
Yeah, but I still use carbides, but only for deep hollowing. Because there's a point where you need something real small, and
That's
so
what
you
she
don't
said.
have vibration. So smaller carbides
I
are,
was gonna
and
say
some
that.
of them aren't even carbide; they're just steel. And the teardrop is one of my favorite cutters to use to do the. And I've got two different teardrops, well, three or four sizes, but of each size, I have one I've made negative break. Uh, and the bad part is I'll spend time because I'm bored and listening to music or something and making sure the inside is smooth. And then I say, I can't even get my hand in there to see how smooth it is. So did I just waste the time? So I hit it with a
What?
sander on a 8 foot or 8 to 10 inch extension, and it looks all right.
I tell
But
you
no
what,
one
man.
can reach it to see how smooth it is.
As far as deep hollowing goes, man, if they could make a hollow gooseneck that you could run a flex shaft down through and put one of those saber tooth spur bits on the end of it and get it spinning, man, that would chew away some wood quick. Throw that on your lathe and get in there and just ooh, make my
That
nipples
would
hard.
catch really good.
Maybe not
Well,
though, Yeah,
I
I
made
think
I
a
it would be
use
candle.
old
spinning.
skate blades. I go to the hockey skate shop and just pick up some of their old hockey skate blades that they're gonna throw out, and I cut them and shape them into teardrop cutters and whatnot.
Yeah, that's an idea. I thought about that.
Rather than carbide. At least if I drop this on the floor, it's not gonna shatter. And it'll still be durable. I can still use it.
Yeah. Carbide bits, you drop them the wrong way, they're done.
Yeah, they're toast. They shatter.
Yeah.
They're
Then you
hard,
got
they're durable, but I mean, they're too so durable that with impact they can shatter.
then you got to sneak over to Shay's house and steal her carbide bits.
I thought that's what you were good at, sneaking around. Oh,
Yeah, but I'm not after carbide bits.
You're after another bit.
Oh my. Grr, you sexy Tasmanian devil. Grr.
You know that I don't live in Tasmania, don't you?
Oh, no, I know that. You live in Australia.
Why? Geez, that
Hillbilly.
that'll upset the Tasmanians.
Yeah, don't upset the hillbillies. They get violent.
Snap.
No, that was just a play on the double part, you know.
Yeah.
Although the Tasmanian devil's a cool dude, man. Did you ever see him chase Bugs Bunny?
Sorry, what's that?
I said, besides, the Tasmanian devil's a cool dude. Have you ever seen him chase Bugs Bunny?
Oh yeah. One of my him and Yosemite Sam, I reckon, are two of the best characters going, and Roadrunner.
Yeah.
Ooh, I hate that rabbit. You know, I guess they just came out with a new channel that plays some old cartoons. I gotta remember which one it is because I'll watch them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
but
Cartoon Network is playing.
Retro.
They're getting ready
Retro
to,
TV.
it sounds like, have nothing but the old cartoon shows on
But
one of their
that's
new channels.
Well, they should
But-
never take them off the air.
no. Well, that's the thing. Cartoons were cartoons in those days. They were bloody. Geez, the modern ones are just bloody. They're terrible, I reckon.
They're crap.
No skill in making them or anything else.
Yeah.
They're crap. You know, and they say, well, they took ours off because they were violent.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
Cartoons, man, they're the worst. Violent, nasty, dirty cartoons you ever want to see. And
Yeah.
they said Bugs Bunny was offensive because he cross-dressed. That's not
Yeah.
even close to some of the stuff. Watch Family Guy or
South Park.
South Park or American Dad. Heck,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah,
parts
they were
in Family Guy where he's being perverted
King of the
with
Hill.
his own daughter.
Yeah.
No,
Well, South
I must admit I've never watched any of those shows. I've seen about 5 minutes of it. My son was watching South Park one night just as I walked in, and I said, "You are never to watch this show because what they were talking about was bloody disgusting."
Well,
So
there were some local TV stations refused to run South Park here in the States.
South Park.
And
What
they
about
had a
Ren and
fight
Stimpy?
with the networks over it, and it was
I like it.
violence and morality.
Yeah. Ren and
Yeah.
Stimpy was fun.
Yeah, Ren and Stimpy was awesome. And Beavis
Ren
and
and
Butthead.
Stimpy.
That was good family fun right there.
Yeah. Oh.
Not like that dirty Family Guy.
Yeah, but I just saw an announcement come by in my email about the Cartoon Network doing nothing but putting a channel up for all the retro cartoons.
And
And
they
you could
have
join
nice-
and actually watch it online whenever you wanted to. They were going to have something like over 2,000 cartoons online. You could go back and watch by episode or by cartoon itself and by the date that it was first released. So you could stop and say, I saw this when I was a little kid. So you can look and those sort them by years that they come out in.
You know, they did have one called Boomerang, but for the most part, if I remember right, for the most part, they played a lot of Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
Oh yeah, Jack Hanna.
Yeah.
I got to know
We had a lot
Jack
of those.
Hanna real well at one time. I was just lucky to be on a film crew that was doing a documentary, and it was Jack Hanna. Joe Barbera stuck his head in for one day, but it was mostly about how the two of them got together and how the Smurfs were invented. And my girlfriend at the time, who traveled with me, on a lot of this. They even made a Smurf out of her name, and it was in 4 or 5 episodes. So that made her extremely happy. She liked that better than she liked me later.
Know how they
I was
invented
a
Smurfs?
workaholic.
Know how they invented Smurfs?
God,
Blue
What?
It's a
Blue acid.
well, the Smurfs come from Germany. As a storybook.
come on, Doc, tell us.
Blue acid.
Hey?
Blue acid.
Oh,
They're the critters you see when you take blue acid.
just took me a
All right.
while to put that together.
You know, I reckon, Doc, if you dyed your skin blue with white hair like that, you look like a Smurf.
Yes.
I'd be Big Daddy Dark Smurf.
So that kind of went over my head. Do tell.
Do tell. Yeah, the Smurfs was created. They were all on acid.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah. But the original not series, but the books that they got out of them, because that was part of the film that we were putting together. They had 2 producers on site working with their people, putting enough stuff together to do 2 pieces that would be 15 minutes apiece to take up a half hour slot. One was on Hanna-Barbera and how it started, and the other was on the Smurfs and where they came from.
You've had a pretty interesting life there, Dr. Bob.
Yeah, I have to admit I have. Unfortunately, I get excited and work in one industry for quite a while, and then I find something else that intrigues me, open my big mouth, and end up doing something else. But probably half of my life has been active with a movie camera or video camera.
You should probably do some
Commercially.
YouTube videos. I'm joking.
No, I have
Don't
thought
put
of it. I
YouTube.
just
That's crazy.
right now I haven't got any equipment to do it. The
Oh, don't
computer
say
that
that.
I
You're
had,
online, buddy. You're live streaming right now on YouTube, telling me that you ain't got the equipment to do videos.
I need being able to do editing, and that's what I'm interested in.
Oh, you know what?
YouTube has an editor.
I can't take that as an answer either, considering you can get the Windows Movie Maker 7 download right off from the internet for free. I mean, Microsoft
Yeah,
doesn't
but
support it
I
anymore.
don't even have a Windows-based computer anymore.
Oh, well, that might be tough. I think you can.
That's what's got me
you can get a
stumped.
version
I got a Steadicam in the closet.
I think you can get a version of iMovie for free.
Well, I have
is,
professional editing licenses,
Microsoft
software
based.
for expensive editing stuff. It's just when I lost everything, then
You can
I
even
still
you
have
can
the
even get
licenses,
versions,
but
you can even get versions of Sony. Oh frick! I have it and I can't remember what the name of it is. Sony something.
yeah, they're
That's very
editors.
new. I've
I've
never heard
got
of Sony
a
something.
professional license.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing YouTube videos, man. I don't need a professional license.
No, but that's what I had when I was doing filming and editing.
Oh, okay.
And you pay for
YouTube videos, man.
you buy a license that's permanent.
If you're
At
happy
least back
doing
when
what
I
you're
was in
doing,
the industry.
if you're happy doing what you're doing on YouTube, that's all that matters, Dr. Bob. That's what YouTube's about. Having fun with your friends, maybe showing off some of your skills, giving people a hard time, stuff like that. That's what YouTube's about, having fun. And the minute
I've
it's
determined that
no
that's
longer fun, the minute it's no longer fun, then I'm going to go find another platform that is. I think they're coming out with one called Shay's House.
Dark ruined it, so he needs to make a new one.
What they ruined? Oh, the platform?
Just say yes.
I love
Just
you too.
agree.
Jay, you're always picking on me.
Someone has to, yeah.
You're hurting
Not bad
my
luck.
snowflake feelings.
Paybacks are a bitch.
Yeah, well, you just have to live with the cards that you're dealt.
Yep. That's
Can
true.
I swap the ace of spades for a club or something? No?
I wanted to be born rich instead of so damn handsome.
Are you looking in the mirror again, Doc?
I am. I got a great big one on my desk.
Oh,
So
glad you
he's
said
green
mirror.
screening his face for the one that he wants. We can't see what he has. We're watching the green screen one. Yeah, the animation uncovering your green screen, what you really look like, only you know.
Yeah, I wear one of those green screen suits.
I thought that was your cat behind you.
Oh, fuck.
It made him look though.
Kill that cat. Choke that crap right out of it. Ooh, look at that sexy, sexy mother. Oh,
No,
hoodie.
you don't say that, you say sexy Canadian.
Nah, Cade's going out on the prowl. He's got his hoodie on.
Right?
Oh,
Cade is one sexy piece of Canadian bacon, let me tell you.
Katie and the Canadian.
Canadian bacon. That back bacon.
Oh my.
yeah, have it with your waffles.
There's a snake. Kill it.
There ain't no snakes in Canada.
He's stroking it.
Oh, it's the cat's tail looked like a snake.
Yeah. No, all the snakes are taken out of the nursery. Now they're all on a wall on a rack in the living room.
Can't leave him in there with the baby, eh?
Nope.
Do you have snakes up there in Canada? I know they don't have them in Alaska, but
Yeah, we do. We have Massasauga rattlers, diamondback rattlers, the black water snake that's poisonous,
the wire moccasin,
and
cottonmouth.
a ringneck snake, which is sort of like the size of a garter snake. It's poisonous. And
A garter belt.
garter snake. But
Oh, that's
one
weird.
time we went for a walk. My wife and I were walking down the path, and I see a snake, and I'm like, "Oh, cool, that's awesome!" I grab it, pick it up, holding it, checking it out. Then I check on my phone, and it was a ringneck snake. I'm like, oh, cool.
I didn't know that Canada had snakes. See, I learn something new all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I figured Canada was a lot like Michigan. You know, we have one deadly snake, and he's kind of mellow, man. You know, he don't want you to mess with him, and he won't mess with you. But the only way he'll bite you is to go up there and grab him by the behind.
I filled the gap.
Oh yeah.
Can you see what they are?
Grands.
No. But yeah, I was up by Georgian Bay camping one weekend, and we went for a hike and went down to the grotto, which is like a big rock formation on the big bay, and it's got the waves come up over onto this rock formation into like a pool, which was all eroded away from the water, and it's almost like a hot tub because it fills up with water and the sun heats it up, and it's pretty cool. But we were walking back to the campsite, and all of a sudden a little Massasauga rattlesnake comes rattling and slithering across the walkway. So we're like,
Oh.
okay, cool. So we stopped and let it pass and gave it its space.
Looks like a
And then some
seagull.
people came walking around the corner, and we're like, hold up, just wait there for a sec. Like there's a rattlesnake crossing the path. And they're like, okay. So we walked and passed, and they came running up and chased the snake into the bush. And a dog was leading them into the bush. I'm like, wow. They were like some dumb tourists, right? So they had to get right up in there, and I was just thinking, like, if that dog gets bit, it's dead in like
Yeah.
20 minutes. It's toast. You're not getting it to the vet or the hospital. Like,
Well, you know what?
A
That
young
that
kid.
it looks like a seagull. That white bit.
The
Yeah,
white
that's pretty
is
cool.
the white is lilies.
Oh yeah.
The red is roses and tulips.
Oh, I thought they were poppies for a minute.
Really tiny ones.
Oh yeah.
Oh, cute.
I found cave that.
What's that? Plastic, or did you glue
Sorry?
it in with super glue or something?
Oh, well, I've just wedged them in the hole for now, and tomorrow I'll go and buy some more super glue and fix them in properly.
No, it would hold them in there perfect.
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you though. They're like a soft plastic. They had wire on them, and I cut the wire off. This is what the wire that's on them originally, like that. See?
Oh yeah.
Like a hanging plug?
Sorry.
Like a hanging plug or something for hanging stuff?
Oh no, they're more for when you're making scenes and stuff. Like Amber was making fairy scenes at one point. So
Oh, cool.
I don't know if you can see that very well.
That'd be good for model railroads and things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they move. You can move the petals a little bit and stretch the flower out a little bit if you need to.
Cool.
Just one of the myriad of things I have lying around, little bits and pieces like that from when I was doing resining many years ago. I was going to try and fit these guys into it, but it's just not wide enough.
What's that?
I stole them off a mirror ball.
Nice.
How are they?
They're all little squares of mirrors.
Oh, cool. That's kind of cool.
You know, resin would be great. A great
You have a belt
medium to
sander?
work with all the time if you could afford to do it.
If you have
Yeah.
a belt sander, you could sand those little square mirrors to rectangle.
Yeah, I didn't think about that actually.
Just wash
Yeah.
your fingers.
Yes. There's a bit of waste of resin, really, because most of it's come out now. So. Just gonna buy some cheap shitty glue tomorrow and squirt down in there. And
Does it
This-
get
this
cold
one-
at night?
sorry.
Does it get cold at night?
Yeah, it is now because we're starting to go into summer's starting to depart us.
It could be a big temperature change, and the epoxy just didn't cure right.
Yeah, it might have been. Yes. It could have been the colorant that I added to it too.
Get a little bigger. Get a little bigger on YouTube, Jay, and get a hold of Starbond and see if you can't get a sponsorship through them. They'll give you all kinds of super glue.
Yep. All right. I'll do that in about 10 years when I'm bigger. All right.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll go and eat a pizza. Then I'll be bigger.
Well, how
Huh?
many have you grown in size in the last year on your channel?
I've maybe gained about 50, I suppose. Maybe less.
I usually gain about 1,000 subscribers a year.
My subscribers, they go up a couple, down one, up a couple more, down a couple.
That's the algorithm.
Yeah, algorithm. Yeah.
It is. You don't really lose them. What happens is that the algorithm will actually take subs away from you to see if they come back, to see if they're
Okay.
real,
Yep.
because of wonderful people who like to run bots.
Bots. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So the algorithm's kind of set up like that to go through and like if you gain 2 subs more than you normally do,
Yep.
the algorithm's looking at it. You
Yep.
know what I mean? That's just a fictitious number, of course, but
Yeah.
you know,
If
you
if
get a
it jumps
huge
up
spike.
150. Yeah.
Yeah, I got hit by a bot once. I gained 1,000 subscribers in one night,
Bloody hell.
and I was excited. Let me tell you, but I kind of knew what was going to happen. It still felt good, but I think it was it happened in December and the beginning of January. The algorithm caught it and took them all away.
Oh yeah.
You know?
I used to have I used to get comments on my videos like go check out these sexy women at this website, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I ended up blocking all those words. All of those words are blocked. I've blocked URLs, and that stopped them right in their tracks.
I have a blacklist that starts from A and ends at Z, and I can send it to you if you'd like. I think I'm really not.
I can tell by the look on your face. You're like, I'll send it to you, you little bastard.
Yeah. No, I'm dead serious. I have it in a document on my desktop.
Okay.
Chili sauce.
Yeah, blue chili sauce. Look at that, eh? Who'd ever thought?
Taste it.
They got blue balls, all those blue balls into a jar.
Wow.
No, it's look,
What's up from California?
Pretty much bottom bet. I mean, a base bottom bet that what I did to the resin with the coloring is why it went rubbery, because I added this to it. Did you hear that? No, you know what it is?
No, what is it?
House paint.
Oh my.
That's
I added a tiny drop of house paint to the resin.
Yeah, resin don't like liquid.
Yeah, I know it does, and that's why I tried to add a very little amount. It was quite cold last night, so that may have contributed to it as well.
You know, what I wonder is, you know, I see them that other bigger channels that, you know, do all the epoxy stuff.
Yep.
They use alcohol colors.
Yep.
I was wondering if maybe you couldn't make your own just using like denatured alcohol and markers or something.
Yeah,
you know,
no, I haven't done it.
break the marker.
Yeah.
Break the marker open and drop it in there.
Yep. Yeah, no, I've done that a couple of times.
Does it work?
I never seem to get it as dark as I want to get it.
Yeah, well, the alcohol colors they show on screen don't look like they're that dark either, though.
Well, this
I
one
gotta
here.
jump out because I got a dog whining at the door, and if I don't let him out, I got a mess to clean up.
All right,
Okay.
that's bye,
I'll
buddy.
be watching as soon
Tony,
as I
Bob.
get him in. Catch you tomorrow night.
Later.
Yeah, later.
Tomorrow night we got other people joining us again. If it's the messages I got, we'll have.
Well, Robbo's doing his live on my stream tomorrow. So
Yeah. But it's going to be interesting. But I'll be here.
Is it true Robo's going to be turning G strings?
Yeah,
Mhm.
Oh my.
don't tell him though.
Yeah, okay, I won't.
Oh, cool. No, you know what I found was actually the best to make for making colours with, and some people would be like, "Ah," but you know what?
Okay,
When I had my food charity,
Pardon?
we got donated little bottles of hand sanitizer, right, like that. And this was going on like 4 or 5 years ago, so it was kind of getting to a bit past its best before. So I mixed colours with it, and it's not bad to be honest.
hand sanitizer is 99.9% alcohol,
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I couldn't see why it wouldn't work.
that's what I used on that bowl I did the other day that kind of went a bit grainy.
Mhm.
This one.
Cool.
I wonder if you could use like I know you could use it dry, but I wonder if you could mix it with alcohol and make an alcohol color using like woman's makeup, because that's mica powder.
Yeah, but you have to filter it because it clumps up.
Just
Yeah, you
mix
got to
it.
filter it because of the clumping that it does. Unless you got something that you can close the lid on and shake the crap out of it to make sure it's mixed properly.
How about
I always stir it by hand. It
how about
always
clove
makes a
dye?
Oh, what?
How about clothing dye?
I'm not too sure. The dye that I have been using is cosmetic dye.
That would work.
Like
Yeah.
the stuff Cade uses to
There's
do
all
his beard.
kinds of powder dyes.
Is that
Sorry,
like
what was
the... Love you, Cade.
that? Flick him in the ear, Cade.
Oh, do it, Cade. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh, yeah. Oh, use your tongue.
Oh, look at that. Bloody rat bags.
Stop it! I like it.
Alright, so I mixed. I put some
At the angle
hand
you are.
sanitizer.
What's
At the
that?
angle you are. Go ahead.
That's hand sanitizer and denatured alcohol or metho. Doesn't come out too bad. I'll try it out on another piece, but I'm not trying it on this.
No, I would try.
Hey.
I know you don't have one, but I don't either. But I would like to try something like that with a piece of stabilized wood, maybe.
Yep.
In a vacuum chamber.
Oh yeah, because the only thing with the cosmetic dye is that it doesn't play well with resin that has the thermo reaction.
Oh yeah, like total bolt.
Yeah, if it gets really hot on its curing process, then it's no good for the cosmetic dyes because they actually discolor. I had red that I did in some resin once, and I didn't realize about the whole. I knew about that the resin heated up when it cured, but I didn't think it was going to change the color. And it quite literally, it was like mixing water with oil. The color just balled up into these little blobs.
Yep.
And it went from red to purple because the resin cooked it.
Well, we talked about this the other night when I showed you my dragon egg and stuff.
Yep.
If you go watch my dragon egg video, you'll see all the pretty colors I put on it and how they disappeared afterwards, and there was a thermogenic reaction.
Yep.
Yeah. I blame Shay. She was having a live stream that night, and it just affected the epoxy. It got all hot.
Now, the only thing I can see to go around that is to maybe do like the colouring, use the UV resin so you can set it really quickly.
Oh, that might work.
That's about the only thing that I could suggest that would keep the colour there, so you could pour your whole blob of resin over the top.
Yeah, that might work.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I think that UV resin is pretty expensive stuff.
Yeah, we'll just make sure you use it sparingly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
Clear
bowls,
coat.
no making bowls out of it.
Hell no.
There's all kinds. There's almost too many to choose from. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I get at least a mid-range. But
Well,
I use
either-
mica powders for all my colors and dyeing for
Yep.
epoxies. Or Mixol. Mixol is it's a liquid dye, concentrated colors. And it comes in all kinds of colors. And I mean, you only need like 1 drop or 2
Yep.
drop. But
No, I've never heard of that brand before.
it can be pricey. It's German, I think.
Okay.
It's Mixol. And they have like a huge array of colors. And I mean, like, a little goes a long way.
Yeah, that's the
But-
same as the cosmetic dyes.
Yeah.
I don't know how well it would work, but I was thinking trying, and I'd want to do it on like maybe a cough medicine cup type scale, just a small little test cup.
So you'd only need
But
well,
taking
you-
taking the mixture epoxy in it, and then try acrylic paint that you had dried out, so that's just the powder, because all that is pigment that's been mixed in with water. But if you let it dry out, dehydrate it, you get the pigment back, and then you just chop it up or get it back into a powder, and then pour it in there. I wonder if that would work.
Maybe. You just have to experiment with what you mix it with. Like, I've had some that haven't mixed properly with metho or denatured alcohol for you guys, and then I've had some that have mixed good with metho. So you might only need water to
I'm
mix it
talking about just putting the powder itself into the
straight into the red.
epoxy, just straight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you could do some nice
Why would-
swells.
Why go through all that trouble when you can just buy the
Mica powder.
proper
Yeah.
powder?
Yeah.
That mixes with it. They
Yeah.
make solvent-based ones. They make
Oh, the dark
water-based
ones.
ones, because if you get like an acrylic water-based thing, dehydrate it, it's only going to dissolve in water because it's solvent-based in water. It's not going to go and mix with an oil. You would need a powder that's compatible with oil.
Epoxy isn't oil, is it?
No.
Sorry?
Well, yeah. It's like either oil-based or solvent-based. It's not really water-based.
Hmm.
It's solvent-based because it's corrosive to your skin.
No, you're probably right. I mean, because like the paint I was using for that dragon egg was acrylic paint, and what I should have done is put like a coat of lacquer or something over them, to cover them up and seal them.
Mhm.
I don't know if that would have helped or not, or even a thin coat of epoxy so that it would have dried faster. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh well, you live and learn.
Yeah, I mean, experiment with all kinds of stuff. If you like.
I'm thinking clear epoxy underwear.
There you go.
All right, stop thinking now.
Wants it there.
Step 1, get some.
Right? It's Robo's Christmas gift.
That's it. Exactly. Make him easy.
Epoxy spikes on the inside.
It's all good.
Hi, Tommy.
How you going, Tommy?
Hey, Tommy.
There's a sexual deviant if I ever met one.
We know about you, Doc. All right. Yep. Don't do that, eh? Don't touch that one. Yeah, mate. Train's coming. Honk, honk.
I'll hear the train to come.
Oh yeah, we heard you the first time, mate.
Robo ain't seen the sunshine since he don't know when.
So I've got a couple of colours of glitter.
Glitter.
Glitter. All right, so I'm gonna sprinkle glitter down in through the gaps before I look at Robbo's face turn and he's like, "Oh, what are you doing that for?" Ah! Don't be like that. Bloody hell.
Had to read that twice. He was trying. He did a typo on Cade and wrote "made" and it says J made Robo Darkman.
So you told me starting shit already.
Me.
Glitter can be fun, but it's also messy stuff, man.
I got that one.
Oh.
I did a egg-shaped box with glitter and sent it to Total Boat. They have it in their display case down there.
You got black glitter.
Oh my!
Black.
We should put that in Robo's beard.
Put it in Robo's beard, you reckon, eh?
Yeah, right in his beard.
At least we know he's listening.
Yeah.
You gave it away, Robbo.
He looks upset or tired.
He does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
No, you know what I'd say that is? Annoyed.
Oh.
No, I've got a hell of an earache actually.
Oh.
You know what I was always told? When I was a kid, my parents would tell me that like my grandma and grandpa, when they got earache, would take and blow cigarette smoke in their ear and then put a piece of cotton in there. And it would help take care of the earache.
Yeah, well, my lips can't extend that far around.
Well, Robo.
Isn't Bill still there?
No.
Were your wife saying that now?
No, earache in our family was treated with warm olive oil and then a wad of cotton wool in on the top of it to keep it in there.
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't had an earache in years, so.
Is it an earache in ears, did you say?
An earache in ears?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that like breaky heart, is it?
Yeah, that's it.
Sure, why not? If it isn't, I blame Cade. He got me all excited over there.
For what?
With his sexy beard.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's why Shay had to leave. She's just too damn excited. Then she left because I made a couple statements that I thought she'd say something back about, but she didn't.
Darn it, didn't work, eh?
Nah, yeah.
Didn't work.
It is what it is. Hey, you've had Robo on here so long, he's eating paper.
Sorry?
I said, Jay has had you on here so long, you're eating paper. You're hungry, you've been here too long, you're eating paper.
Yeah. Hello, somebody's got a phone or something going.
Damn pigeons.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I was just thinking.
No worries, Tommy. How's it going?
Yeah, don't worry about Tommy. We know, buddy.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Are you doing the cross channel? Creators channel, YouTube creators, or cross
Spit it out, will you?
blah, blah, blah.
What?
YouTube cross channel challenge.
What's that?
Does that answer your question?
Damn, I have a hard time just saying that. You want me to explain it? You want... well, I can't remember who started it, but each month's anybody can get on it, any medium, any wood turning, carving, scroll sliding, whatever. You just got make something out of wood, and each month there's a different theme. Like January was fire, and February was a flower, and this month is water. Water. Yeah, I said water. Yeah, water.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about it too. Can you tell?
What are you gonna make?
Making a spoon. But it's a water themed spoon.
A water theme. Sweet. It's a water theme spoon.
I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this water. These little waves or whatever you want to call them. I'm gonna get them to wrap all the way around this stem part, or the handle, if you will. And the handle I'm gonna make look like a sponge or a piece of coral or whatever. It's gonna be ocean themed.
And you're going to separate the. Are you going to separate the leaf this time?
Hell no. There are no leaves. Well, maybe if you come show me how.
Oh.
That's a bit of a drive.
Come on.
Yeah. And a bit of a float.
If you got a Volkswagen, you can drive here.
Hell of a swim.
Volkswagens float.
I know they do. That was one of the advertising things. I used to work on Volkswagens all the time, and that was one of the advertising things in Australia. They actually drove across one side of Sydney Harbour to the other, and not across the bridge.
Well, people can say what they want about Hitler. He was a madman, but he was a flippin' genius.
In some respects, yeah.
Yep. Yep, he was a mad genius.
Mad scientist.
He didn't actually create the Volkswagen, though. Well, I mean, he did in a way, but he didn't do any of the engineering or anything like that.
No, Ferdinand Porsche did the engineering on it.
So what you're saying is anybody that owns a Volkswagen actually kind of owns a Porsche.
Yes.
I tell you what, Porsche has really lowered their standards then. Because these newer Volkswagens are crap. At least with the old Volkswagen Bugs and stuff, you could turn them into dune buggies.
Yeah, certainly could.
Or you
Build
could
a few in the time.
You could take the motor out and put a Porsche motor in them if you really wanted to.
We have a couple times for sand rails. Sand railing is sand rail is a long it's like the dragster of doom buggies.
Yep.
Oh
They're
yeah,
a lot of fun.
that's cool.
Come up over a hill or something at 60 miles an hour, man, you're just flat. if you're fat like me, you gotta put some weight in the front end.
That'd be fun.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Oh,
Just
really?
just
Oh,
put me on the front end. You'll be right.
that'd be all right. We could use some of them zip ties.
That's it. And some red cloth tape.
That's right. And then we get one of those sexy flag people. We'll just get Kate out there with a red flag.
Oh, you're making Robbo cough, Dark.
Oh, sorry, Robo. I'll try to knock that off.
Wrong finger. You should do it with this one.
Tell him, Robo. You gonna take that abuse from him?
No, but I do have to sleep in his house in a couple of weeks, so
Yeah.
He was just talking about deadly snakes and all that.
oh yeah.
Oh, that was Cade. You're in the clear. I'm sorry. I
All right. I was going to say I'll have to rip the sheets off to make sure there's nothing under there before I go to bed at night.
Cade, your beard gets about 4 inches longer and grayer, and you'll have a beard just like Robo's.
I know.
Wondered where you were going with that, then.
No, you don't realise it, but my chin comes down to there.
That's how far my tongue comes down to.
Thanks.
Well, we're not talking about that.
Oh.
You're one of those.
It was a fun fact.
You're one of those people that can clean their glasses with your tongue without taking them off, are you?
I wish I was. I lie. Let me tell it. Nope.
Can't even touch his moustache.
Get there.
See, my cough's contagious.
It is, isn't it? Can you see that?
Just like Corona.
Looks good.
I haven't glued it in there yet, but
Have you hollowed it at all?
no.
Not yet.
You should
No.
try. For being a pussy.
No.
Howl that shit. That's pretty.
What was that?
It's all sparkly and stuff.
Robbo won't look at it anymore because it's got glitter in it.
Yeah, he's
I
one of
don't
those manly men.
I don't care. It's 1,000 kilometres away, so it doesn't worry me.
We'll bring it to your house. All right, ladies and gents, I'm going to knock it on the head, I reckon.
Oh, come on, you're supposed to howl that out, Jay.
No, Dr. Bob told me to wait, apparently, so that's what I'm doing.
All right. I see how you are. Get us all up here promising us hollow vessels and stuff. Ow, my eye.
See my heartbeat? Sorry, I'll take that back.
Got all these people in here watching you, kind of.
I know, right? Don't worry, there'll be more here tomorrow when Robbo's turn.
He's going to turn a pen, right?
Yes, he is. He's going to make a pen holder, and then he's going to wrap it around your neck.
I bet he would if he could. Look at the smile on his face. Oh my God, that's just sexy stuff right there. I just want to pinch his cheeks.
Or I'll get your own.